Welcome, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show, the 30th of November, the last November day of 2021. Lots of headlines. We got producer James in the building, the men, the DF Dub. How's it going, West? Tonight, we're going to be able to talk a little bit of basketball. That's basketball for everybody else. We're going to get into the college football top 25. We probably won't talk about anybody outside the top 6. Maybe top 10. We'll get into it a little bit, and then we'll give our NFL picks, and then we'll see how far this damn truck gets off the rails, because I got a feeling it will be off the rails soon. But welcoming in producer James West. How are y'all doing on the 30th of November?
I'm great, homie. I don't know about James. You know, James is always on cloud nine. You know, he's a Packer fan, and Rodgers is doing great.
We don't have to talk about them this week because they're on a bye, so they can all just kind of kick rocks.
Let them.
Like kick rocks. Let them.
We don't want to silence nobody on the show.
Yeah, I want to. I want to silence everybody who's not with. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, so I had a question of Mike McCarthy. So he's just going to be at home, right? Like,
does he have Omicron?
I don't know.
Which one does he have? Do we know? Do people know which one he has? Apparently there's like 7 or 8 people in the NFL who have it.
Well, you know how they said Omicron was a wordplay for moronic. So
I haven't heard that.
Mike McCarthy might have it.
Is Mike McCarthy a moron?
My question is Mike McCarthy vaccinated?
I don't think he is. Because if he was, he'd have to have 2 negatives and he could be back. So I doubt it. That was the thing with Amari.
Are they going to survive without him?
Well, I don't know.
I guarantee most Cowboy fans.
I hope he survives. I hope he survives. But, Dan Quinn's going to take the helm. We'll probably get into more of that once we get into the NFL segment of the show. But college football top 25, the top 6 coming in recently by the College Football Playoff Committee. In at 6, Notre Dame. 5, Oklahoma State. Cincinnati at 4, Alabama at 3. Moving up 3 spots from 5 to 2 is the Michigan Wolverines. And the Georgia Bulldogs out of the ATL are coming in at number 1. Does this top 6 surprise anybody? Is the seeding being prepared for the end of the SEC championship game to put in maybe a possible 1-loss Oklahoma State team and leave out a 2-loss Alabama team? Wes, what was your feeling on the placement? Was this business as usual? Were you surprised Michigan went up 3 spots? What were your thoughts on how it kind of ended up in the top 6 for today?
I think they got it pretty close. This is an impossible job to do, because it seems like whatever you do, somebody's not going to be happy. But you got Cincy in, so Cincinnati people can shut the fuck up.
But it's not done yet, though. It's still fluid.
It's not done yet by any means.
Right.
So you still got Alabama, who could win and beat Georgia, and then that's going to mess things up. But you kind of hope that Georgia wins, but I kind of hope that Alabama wins. I like for things to get messed up. I like to have that controversy. So of course I'm rooting for Cincinnati to lose. I'm rooting for Georgia to lose. I'm rooting for all the guys that are favored in their conference championship to lose.
So with that being said, to have every single one of them lose, what happens if Georgia loses the SEC championship game, Michigan loses the Big Ten championship game, Cincinnati loses the American Conference championship game, and Oklahoma State loses the Big 12 championship? You're telling me Notre Dame is going to go to number 2 in the nation and Alabama is going to go to 1? Because that's the way it looks like right here with everything lined up.
I wouldn't say Alabama's number 1, but
who's number 1 then?
I guess Alabama would be number 1. I would think you keep Georgia at number 1
with a loss.
With the loss,
they would have to go to number 2.
Alabama still got a loss,
but they would have to go to number 2.
That's what I'm saying. I like it because it's going to make everybody think, and you're going to have to figure it out. And it's going to, I love throwing that monkey wrench in there. But I guess it would make Alabama number 1. You got to throw Notre Dame at number 2.
Yeah.
And then you got to go with what?
You're going to put Ohio State back in with 2 losses?
I mean,
what about Baylor? Baylor won the Big 12 championship. You'll go move them from 9 to 4?
I would put Baylor up there. I mean, you got to put Baylor at number 3, and then
what do you do with Ole Miss? What do you do with Ole Miss?
And then if you get I think if you get Oregon, if they win,
Oregon came in at 11.
Who's playing for the Big Ten championship? Let me get that.
It's Michigan and Iowa.
Michigan and Iowa, and I can't move Iowa.
How do you put Iowa in there when they won the Big Ten? If they win the Big Ten, which I don't think they will.
I mean, dude, maybe an Ole Miss scoots in. I mean,
you're gonna have 3 SEC teams in that championship playoff. There's no way.
That's why I'm kind of rooting for, just to see what happens. Just if all the guys that are favored to win their conference championship lose, I just want to see what happens. You know, just to mess with people.
In that aspect,
because there's so many things that could happen.
In that aspect, this is what I would do. This would be my top. This is my top 4 if that all happened. It would be Alabama to 1, Notre Dame to 2, Georgia to 3, and Baylor to 4. That's what it would be for me.
Ooh, I mean, that's a crazy Final Four right there. Like,
right.
I mean, of course, Alabama is one that's already been there, but I mean, that's kind of crazy. Nobody picked that Final Four at the beginning of the season.
No, not at all. And the only reason I say that is because you have to put in the champions, and I was too far down to move in. And at the same time, you would still have Alabama and Georgia just swapping places, with Notre Dame going to 2 and the Big 12 champion going in at number 4. Because there's no way that you let Ole Miss in. There's no way you let Ohio State in. And the only reason you let the 2-loss Baylor team into the Final Four is because they're a conference champion in the Power 5 conference.
Yeah.
It's the only logical thing that kind of seems for me. Producer James, you have anything you'd like to contribute? Anything that you're kind of curious about? Piques your interest?
Yeah, go Pat. No, I'm just kidding. Mingo, shout out to Mingo. He said boo Packers, whatever.
Okay.
And he also said Michigan's going to lose.
Michigan's going to lose. Okay, Mingo's calling it. I totally disagree with that. I really think that for me, the way it's going to end after Championship Saturday is I really believe it's going to be Alabama 1, Michigan 1, Alabama 2, Georgia 4, and Oklahoma State 3. I think Cincinnati and Georgia both lose in their conference title game. Houston looks extremely dangerous right now when they're going to have to go play Cincinnati for that championship. That's just kind of the way I see it. I really think they're going to keep Georgia and Alabama on both sides of the college football playoff, just so that if they do win, they would be playing each other.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think all the favorites in the conference championships are going to win, that are going to matter. So I figure it's going to be Georgia, it's going to be Cincinnati, and then you're going to have Oklahoma State, and who's going to be the 4th team?
Michigan. Michigan's going to win. So it's going to be 1, 2, Georgia, Michigan, Cincinnati.
Georgia, Michigan, Cincy, and
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. I think that's going to be the Final Four.
And Alabama's out with the loss.
Yeah. Alabama's got to be out.
I don't think Alabama's going to lose. I really don't.
I mean, it's hard that's the last thing you want to do is go against Nick Saban. Mm-hmm. Why would anybody want to go against Nick Saban? You're talking about the Saban. I mean, that's like going against Belichick or somebody. This is Nick Saban. But, I mean, Georgia's defense is good.
Yeah, my biggest thing also, too, for Bryce Young is that he has a lot of difficulty when he has pressure, and he's taken off his pedestal. And I don't mean pedestal like he's better. I just mean his platform as a quarterback on the field. When he has people at his feet, just like Tom Brady, he does not like it. He doesn't do well. He doesn't get the ball out on time, and he's more susceptible to turnovers. Georgia, I think if Georgia comes with the toughness, Arkansas, A&M, Ole Miss, not Ole Miss, but Auburn, those 3 teams showed if you're willing to go blow for blow in a heavyweight title fight against against Alabama, you may be able to beat them at the end of the game. And I think that's really what got exposed when Arkansas did it, and then A&M beat them, and then Auburn this past weekend. If Auburn had their starting quarterback, or if Finley, the backup quarterback, doesn't get hurt, I think Auburn wins that game. They just couldn't put up enough points.
They definitely had a great shot to do it. I mean, that was kind of rough they lost it. I mean, as an Auburn fan, to see that slip away, man, you got it right there in your hands. You know, you're right there. You got Bama on the ropes, and to see that slip away, man. I'm not even a Auburn fan. I was still like, ah.
Yeah, they had all the momentum, and then just a crazy drive that goes literally the length of the field to cap it off with a touchdown to go to overtime. And then, of course, they couldn't pull it off in overtime, which totally understandable. Which it did go 3 OTs, so it's not like they just got routed.
Which I liked it. I kind of like the college overtime.
You like the new rules?
I kind of like it just because I think it's gonna make it quicker because but also I just hate the NFL rules.
Yeah, it's tough.
The NFL's rule, like to me, you should never end in a tie. I don't want to end in a tie in anything. If I'm gonna play you, we're gonna finish this shit. I don't want no tie shit.
So what should be the change so that a tie doesn't occur?
So in the NFL, basically, what I think the NFL should do is like you have your little overtime period, and then basically you go to your 2-point conversions, like what they do in the college.
I love it
because it's basically like penalty kicks.
Right.
So each team gets a 2-point conversion after the overtime, and you gotta pull it out because you know what? Fuck a tie, dude. I'm not gonna play a sport to tie. I don't want to play anything to tie. I don't care what it is. It could be chess. It could be whatever it is. I'm not playing to tie.
But that's the essential reason why we have this sport and why we have a game is to have winners, and there's going to be consequential losers. So at the end of the day, we want a winner because we want to celebrate that victory. If it is your team or if it isn't your team, that's the whole point of playing the game. It's not to end in a draw. That really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But the idea of having the full overtime period with the 2 timeouts and everything moving forward, and then if that doesn't end in a decision, sudden death, 2-point conversions, who's going to score and who's not. It's real simple.
You ever play a tic-tac-toe to a tie, Wes?
Fuck that.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, man, I hate a tie. Yes, I get it. Tic-tac-toe, it comes out in ties, but, man, I can't stand tying. I mean, I'd rather lose because I hate.
I don't know about that.
I'd rather lose.
Hey,
I want to win. I don't want no tie.
Right. That's why you don't want to lose. You want to win. I would rather take it.
But I'm just saying, I would rather lose than have a tie. No.
You hate ties so much, you have Velcro shoes, don't you?
Ooh, that's a dad joke. Good job, dad jokes. It didn't hit for me either, Wes. Don't worry about it. I think maybe because we're not dads.
I got it. I got it.
Wes, you have a little bit more news. Apparently, Coach K, this is his last season in college basketball. He's only like 97 years old, right?
I mean, I don't know who coached Duke basketball before Coach K. I mean, to be honest, if anybody out there listening can tell me who coached Duke basketball before Coach K, send us a message.
Hey, but, Wes, college
basketball is in full swing. We got some great games going. Duke played Gonzaga. This was it Baracho? What's this Bancho? Whatever this guy's name is.
Man, how dare you butcher that language?
I mean, dude, the dude's a baller. I don't know what he is, but I mean, it's college basketball, dude. I think it's gonna be a great season because you're looking at the.
Are you looking at notes?
Rankings
Are you looking at notes right now?
Huh?
Are you looking at notes? You got some boards in front of you?
No. I'm looking at the ranking.
You get all professional.
You got Duke number 1. You got Purdue is number 2 out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know what Purdue has, but they're putting on Florida State. Florida State's always a great team, and then you got Gonzaga, who's always great. But the funny thing about it, Gonzaga can't win that national championship.
Dude, they almost lost to Tarleton State last night.
Yeah, but they always have they get the recruits. He won't leave Gonzaga because he feels at home, and it's a like when you go to Gonzaga, when you go in there and play, you feel it. It's probably as tough a place to play as going into Cameron Indoor.
Hey, didn't that head coach get popped for like DWI or something?
Yeah, he couldn't coach the first game.
Ah, damn, booze hound.
Yeah, probably. But
Like somebody I know.
These guys got to realize, hey, if you're in that when you're in that when you get to that level, man, these guys got to realize you can't drive anymore. Even if
why would they, right? Why?
Once you have a bit, exactly.
I don't know.
Like
if I made that kind of money,
Chris Carter said, "Man, you got to have a fall guy."
I thought that was Diddy. I thought that was Shiny Suit Man.
No, Chris Carter said, "Hey, man, you got to have a fall guy. You got to have somebody to take that rap for you."
Man, why don't you just not go out and get in trouble? How about that?
I mean, all you got to do is not drive.
Yeah, I mean, but back in the day, like all these folks who were probably conditioned to booze and drive didn't have Uber and Lyft the way we have it now. But at the same time, right. I mean, it doesn't make it right, and it's extremely dangerous and shouldn't be done. But at the same time, like, I know a lot of people, like I say I know, which I heard of a story which they got caught. But doesn't it make sense, like, if you got this badass new car that you have that you want to show off, and you drive it to the club or you drive it to the bar, what do you want to just leave that high price vehicle there by itself?
But there's so many ways that you can get that vehicle home.
You should have people on your payroll that take care of stuff like that for you.
Yeah, you got people on your payroll to do it. I mean, obviously, I'm one of those people. I basically, my boss bought a very nice vehicle, and I'm driving around sober. I don't wait to have my drink once I'm done with everything. Once I have my drink, I ain't going nowhere.
Nah, you're high on Jesus.
An Uber or somebody's picking me up.
Yeah, once I have a drink, I ain't going nowhere but the Paul Rodriguez show.
Well, the good thing about that is it's over the internet, so you don't got to drive anywhere.
Hey, Wes, to answer your question earlier, the guy that coached Duke before Coach K, Bill E. Foster, he coached there for 6 years, and he guided Duke to a 113 wins, 64 loss record from 1974 to 1980. He was named ACC Coach of the Year in 1978. Duke, 2 ACC men's basketball tournament titles, 2 Big Four titles, ACC regular season title, and an appearance in the 1978 NCAA Final Four, where they finished runner-up.
Man, Wikipedia is this valuable source, isn't it?
And I like everything you said was like 1977, 1978.
So here's a question.
Obviously, this is way before my time.
Coach K's been there for 40. He's been there for 40 years.
So here's a question. I'm going to ask every single one of myself included. Do you have Coach K's name in front of you, like his full name?
Not in front of me.
Okay, can you say his last name?
Krzyzewski.
Okay, it's pretty good. Pretty close.
Mike Krzyzewski.
Mike Krzyzewski. But if you read it and you see it, it don't sound like Krzyzewski. But I don't know what kind of gibberish. No,
I thought you were going to ask me to spell Krzyzewski.
No, I wouldn't even ask myself to spell that damn last name.
I was going to just throw in the towel.
But if you would have said Mike, I would have been impressed. I don't know, man. I don't know why people have to like. It's like, well, I guess you got to give props to his family and his ancestors for keeping like his name whenever they came to the United States, because ain't nobody from the United States with a name like that. From here. I
like how everyone was just like, fuck this, it's Coach K.
Hey, why would you want to? It's like Tua Tagovailoa or DJ Ungulalele. That's the QB from Clemson. It's easier just to say Cade Klubnik. It's really Klubnik. If we want to get technical, it's Klubnik. But yeah, semantics.
I struggle with
you struggle with Rodriguez, bro. Safety. We know it.
Or Mala.
You struggle with last names that end in "es," and don't lie to me either. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, we got Mingo offering some good advice in the chat. Don't drink and drive, James.
Damn straight. That's for everybody, not just a couple of us. All right, guys,
That's
it is
his business.
44 minutes after the hour. Let's get into a quick break. When we come back, Wes will have another one of his segments that he has selected and is working to improve on, and then we'll get into the NFL picks. Stay tuned, or we'll be back. Doesn't James owe Pep have to pay a debt?
Oh yeah, what? Y'all had a bet, didn't y'all?
No, you and James had a bet. If James lost, he'd have to eat a dub, like James Winston.
Let's go. That's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are. So I have a proposition. This is between Wes and James. If the Green Bay Packers win, Wes, you got to eat crab legs on the show. If the Saints win, James has to eat dubs on the show.
Bet.
He didn't even hesitate.
All
Producer
right,
James. Was he on camera, Wes? I couldn't see.
Yeah, he was.
Well, based off of his reaction, hey man, that's
man.
paid
man
in
of his
full.
word.
He even snarled in there and everything. That's he ate it with the gusto.
While we're on the topic of the Dallas Cowboys, did you see that clip of Deion Sanders? He was getting interviewed. Like they were having some sort of like, it was like a...
Yeah, it was at the SWAC media days.
Yeah, correct. That guy was like, hey, Deion.
Hey, Dion, was just wondering if you could...
hold on. Let's back up a little bit. You don't call Nick Saban Nick. Don't call me Dion now, okay?
I call Nick Saban Nick.
Yeah,
call
you
me
don't.
Dion.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's a lie. If you call Nick Nick, you know you get cussed out on the spot. So don't do that to me. Treat me like Nick.
Okay, Dion.
All right.
Just
So I have mixed feelings about this. I understand what Dion is saying. Let me put some respect on his name.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
I understand what Coach Prime is doing. Two parts. Number one, that media person should have called him Coach Sanders or Coach Prime or Prime. Any of those probably would have worked, but you called him Dion. I think Prime has earned the respect. This ain't his first year coaching. Okay? He's won state championships in Texas in the private school league. Okay? He's paid his due. He didn't just jump into the head coaching position. Dion corrected that media person and said, do you call Saban Nick? Everybody knows the answer is no. But on the other side, Prime, you don't get to behave that way when you haven't won any national championships, collegiate championships, SWAC championships. But at the same time, it was like Prime was wrong the way he held that media person accountable. And that media person was wrong for the way he addressed Prime. If your children went up to you and said, hey, James, hell no.
2 chops to the throat.
Right. 2 chops to the throat. You tell him, Lavelle.
2 chops to the damn throat.
Welcome back, everybody. That's right. If you ain't playing right, it's 2 chops to the throat, like Lavelle said in the previous commercial. Wes Washington, you're up to bat, sir. It is, what are we calling this segment that you have some audio, or producer James has some audio you selected, prepared, and queued up. What are we calling this segment now? That's the name of the new segment.
A quick question, because somebody just asked me. So
What's
the
up?
link to watch us on YouTube, what is that?
Where is it? Do you need it?
No, yeah, because somebody just asked me, what is the link to the Paul Rodriguez deal?
So if they need a link, we can send them one. But if you search Paul Rodriguez show, we'll pop up in the search bar. But let me send you the.
You said search bar on YouTube, right?
Yeah, just stand by. I'll go ahead and get you the link to make it a little easier.
Okay.
While we're standing by, we got a Frizzle Sutherland.
Yeah.
What's up? Said, what's
Free,
up, Wes?
my boy.
Okay, Wes. I was gonna say, I'm gonna paste it into the group chat, and then you can copy it and paste it into whatever message site you're sending that your friend.
Okay.
So it should be there now.
What did Free say?
He said, what's up, Wes? And he said he's finally checking you out. So, hey, don't blow it, man.
Yeah,
Fucking blow it.
You're up to bat.
Free, my boy, man. Free was my first black friend when I moved up north. Like my first real black friend when I moved to North Austin.
Oh, I thought you meant to Dallas.
But also, Free was the one that he was the kind of the dude that protected me because I have a mouth and I talk a lot of smack. But Free was like that dude that like everybody feared, but I was his best friend, so nobody messed with me.
So you were protected by association.
Yeah, I was protected by Frizzell, man. Frizzell, you know. But I still used to make fun of him on the slide. It was a wonder he never beat me up because I used to make fun of his lips because Frizzell got some big ass lips. But I can say that because I'm black. I can say it because I'm black. You can't say it, Paul, because you're Hispanic.
He still slap you in the mouth though.
Oh yeah. No, I don't want to mess with Free. that's why I'm saying I'm glad I'm on his side. Free, my boy. I love you, bro.
And how big is this guy?
The funny thing is, Frizzell, he stopped growing after freaking 8th grade. Like he was bigger than me in junior high, and then we left Deer Park Middle School, and then I went to Hyde Park, and then we came back and they opened up McNeil, and I came back and I was taller than it, and I was like, man, Free, dog, I thought you'd be at least like 6'3", 6'5", but nah, he never got over 6 foot, man. But
you putting this dude's business out there all day.
But hey, Free was he was the freak athlete though. He was one of those dudes. He was one of the fastest dudes for being like 5'8". He could jump. But I mean, he still wasn't on my level as for a basketball player.
Yeah,
He
I
didn't have
noticed
my handles or anything like that.
I noticed how you say that he ain't here to defend himself. That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed.
Hey, he can make his comments, but I got mad love for free. But anyway, we're gonna go into the segment.
Yeah.
Hey, Wes, hold on.
Basically,
We got another comment from Lucky on YouTube. It says, "What it do, Big Wes? I protected you too." And then it says, "Chano, laugh my ass off."
Hey man, we got top flight security in the building, man. Wes, you got all the protection. You like a quarterback or something.
I need protection because I talk a lot of shit.
Why though? Why would you talk so much ish? Why? That's
Why
what
I talk so. That's just me and the nature. Like I was just saying, if you ever see me around my sister, you know, we talk a lot of shit. So you just my friends, we talked a lot of shit. So like. I mean, I literally used to sit on the benches in high school, and as the people walked by,
Damn, all four quarters.
Everybody that walked by.
I got you. Hey, I remember those days. I remember those days.
So I mean, I was not proud of it. Yeah. But
yeah, you lied, bro. Yeah, you were proud of it. You know damn well you was proud of it. All right, let's get into the segment. Let's get the show on the road. Appreciate everybody watching in the comments. Y'all go crazy in the comments. Let everybody know who you are, where you from. Where just let us know. Wes, we're turning the show over. Let's get to it, sir. What we doing?
Okay, so what we're doing right here is we have a question that is asked to a coach in it doesn't matter what it is, NFL. College football, college basketball, or NBA. But today we're going with I believe is a college football coach, Ryan Day, and he is asked a question, and we're going to answer the question better than he answered it. So go ahead. Can we roll the clip?
We're gonna play the audio. We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. We're gonna play the audio though.
The audio.
Go over here to the left, Austin Ward, let him enroll. I didn't have to do your program or this program in a long time. How do you feel? How do you explain it back?
Yeah, I feel awful.
Just the question?
Yeah, that we just wanted to hear the question. So Wes, it was a little hard to hear, which is okay. For the folks at home, we're gonna repeat the question. Do you want to repeat what he's asked, or do you need me to do it?
You do it.
So it appears that this reporter was asking Ryan Day after the loss to Michigan that he said, "Coach, this hasn't happened to your program. This hasn't happened to this program in a very long time. How do you feel about it?" So Wes, now I'm gonna turn it back to you. Who do you want to answer this question first?
Let's go with James. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question last.
Okay.
Let's go ahead, James. You answer it first.
Jesus, I'm out of my realm.
So James, I'm gonna ask you the question, Coach. This
And-
hasn't happened to your program, and this hasn't happened to this program in a very long time. How does this make you feel?
It makes me feel like shit. You know, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but these guys don't want to go out there and they don't want to fucking play. And I'm about to walk out this bitch. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, and I'm only here so I won't get fined.
All right, Beast Mode. I appreciate you. You gonna get got, but you gonna get yours more than you get got. I got it. I understand. So Wes, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You ask the same question. I don't think I need to repeat the question, but go ahead and give us your response on this question if it was proposed to you after a loss.
Ooh, first of all, what's your name, reporter? Anyway, it don't matter what your name is.
Dwayne
First
Johnson.
of all, I'm Ryan Day. I run the Big Ten in football. So yeah, I lost a game. I lost one game since I've been here to Michigan. This dude Harbaugh been trying to beat me for years. He got a win. He got a win. A win. So don't worry about it. I'm still good. I got to check on my baby mamas real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, she good. Anyway, man, why y'all worried about this? We still go. We Ohio State. OHIO, motherfucker. Remember that shit. I still run this. Big Ten. It come through Ohio State. Remember that. So Harbaugh won a game. Y'all get over that shit. Next question.
All right, that's quite colorful language by both of y'all. After you're just on national TV or local television. I'll go ahead and try to internalize that question and give my response. I think as a proper coach would do. It probably won't be as low key as Ryan Day, but appreciate that question. It really doesn't matter how I feel. It just matters on how we respond and how we're going to go and overcome this loss. Props off to Michigan. Harbaugh did his thing. We're still in a recruiting battle. We still have national championships. And at the end of the day, the Big Ten runs through Ohio State. And I don't care what anybody says. Just catch us when we go play in a national championship next year or the week after that. This is receiver. This is wide out U. We produce NFL caliber wideouts and NFL caliber quarterbacks year in and year out. The proof is in the pudding. Holler at the recruits if you think it's anything different. I'll talk to y'all next time when we get a victory in the Citrus Bowl when we're down in Miami partying ourselves a good old time. We'll talk to you then.
Hey, Wes, I thought he was going to say the proof is in the banana cake. Pray to God he don't drop that shit. Chappelle Show reference.
Hey, man. Shout out Chappelle, man.
Pray to God he don't drop that shit.
Yeah, I love some Chappelle. I mean, unless you're like
Hey,
millennials where they
Lucky said, Wes, is your camera an iPhone 2?
Damn, bro. That's rough.
Who said that?
You said next question.
He did say next question.
Lucky said, Wes, is your camera an iPhone 2?
I mean, this is. I mean, sorry, this is the camera I was given.
Yes, that's.
This is all new stuff to me, man. Come on, man. I'm here. Who said that? Who asked that question?
Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky did. Hey, Lucky, that's my fault. I go, we're not the wealthiest internet or TV show on the internet, but we're trying to do the best we can. I look pretty good. James looks pretty good just because, we're here. We're using some
you don't want to see me in high def. This is about as good as you. You want to see me a little grainy. You don't want to see all the ugliness. But who is Lucky though? I mean can we get a name?
You're supposed to know him.
That's the one that said, "What it do, Big West? I protected you too." And then he said, "Chano." Laughed my ass off.
Lucky is Chano. Oh, that's my homeboy Luciano, big Cowboy fan.
Okay.
He's a big UT fan.
Another one.
So.
Hey man, they're like everywhere. Just so get used to it. So speaking of the
I'm
Dallas Cowboys, let's pivot on over to the NFL and get our picks for the week. It's a big week. Cowboys Thursday night we'll get to last as tradition here on the Paul Rodriguez Show. We don't have to worry about the stinking cheeseheads because they're off this week. Thank the Lord. Kicking off Thursday night. Look at him shake him off them shoulders, son. You better shake off more than you got that cheese dandruff over there.
You want to see my toe?
I don't want to see. Hey man, you and Aaron's COVID toe can go kick rocks. That's all I got to say. I can't believe he pulled out his foot in that press conference.
You see that? I think it was the linebacker or one of the linemen. He showed his foot too. He's apparently y'all about that foot fetish shit over here.
They want that toe cheese all up in the mix.
I can't stand feet, man.
Wes, don't show yours.
I know it's because I've been an athlete my whole life.
Yeah,
athletes' feet are disgusting.
Hey, don't show yours, Wes. I have a feeling you got them Kevin Durant ankles.
Dog.
I mean, dog. I gotta lotion up. Kevin Durant don't lose. I mean, dude, I'm not trying to dog on Kevin Durant. He's a great basketball player. He's a baller.
And you better be careful with the UT
Kevin
fans.
Durant, he don't comb his hair. And he don't do nothing with that. I don't know what's going on with that.
Wes, that was the COVID, bro. That was the COVID. They were in the bubble.
No, Kevin Durant ain't combed his hair since he been in the league.
Dog.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I tried.
Like you gotta brush it or something. I mean, I get, dude. I got dreads, but at least I faded. Like he don't even fade his hair.
Hey, who'd you rather have, Kevin Durant's head or LeBron James?
Yo, at least LeBron keeps it tight. LeBron keeps it clean.
Yeah, I think LeBron can. Yeah, I'm going with LeBron.
I mean, he got to pay an extra couple, tens of thousands of dollars to get it pushed forward. But I mean,
I don't know why LeBron didn't. Hey, even Jordan was
but he
like,
went bald. He
at
went
an
bald.
early age. Jordan said, "Hey, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm bald. I'm bald."
But that's a part of his logo now too. That's trademark. It's a multi-billion-dollar image. So it's all good.
That's what LeBron don't want to follow. But LeBron don't follow Jordan and everything else. Took his number, did Space Jams. I mean, You might as well go with the ball head too.
Hey man, if Warner Brothers is gonna cut you a check for Space Jam 2, you got to take the check. I ain't against anybody making their money.
He went after that, man. Come on, don't try to act like he didn't go after it.
I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's my job, to be unbiased. Okay, Colts at Texans, 12 o'clock kick. Colts have been just nasty the past 3 weeks. I know they took an L last week, but they were leading that game against the Buccaneers for a good while. Starting with Wes in our usually round robin. Colts at Texans. Wes, who you got?
I definitely got to go with the Colts here. I have no beliefs in the Texans. I know they did win a game a couple weeks ago or last week or whenever they did it. But no, I got to go with the Colts.
Producer James.
Yeah, I'm going Colts.
I think it's going to be Colts sweep for the Texans, even though the Texans are at home. Man, let's just say this. Can we just get Jonathan Taylor the ball and let him run? Because that's all they need to do. NFC South matchup. Buccaneers at the dreary Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay favored by 11 points. Producer James.
I'm going Tampa Bay.
Do you think they cover 11?
Yeah, I think they do.
I think they do too. I like Tampa. I like Tampa on the road in the ATL. Wes, what about yourself?
Oh, I'm definitely going Tampa Bay, man. I got no faith in the Falcons.
Shout out to Papa Romeo. He's just chiming in on the private. This is a private, secure, encrypted line. Papa Romeo saying that he's going to give me every pick to go along with this. So you know what? Yeah, we'll put Papa Romeo in the mix if he's fast enough to reply. He likes the Texans and he likes the Bucks. Cardinals at the Bears. It's on me. Cardinals are a 7.5 point favorite. I don't know if Kyler Murray and D-Hop are going to be back, but Cardinals at Bears. I'm going to rock with the Cardinals either way. Wes?
Yeah, I got to go with the Cardinals. I mean, I just don't know that the Bears don't have a sound like quarterbacks thing going there. I don't know who's starting there. Who is starting for the Bears quarterback? Do y'all know?
It's got to be Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, because apparently Justin Fields is still injured. So it's going to be Dalton.
So I have no faith in Andy Dalton. I'll tell you that right now.
Producer James?
Fuck the Bears. We're going Cardinals.
Yeah, that's just some AFC. That's some AFC North. I mean, NFC North hate right there. Papa Romeo says that the Bears pulled the dub. Chargers at Bengals. Cincinnati's a 3-point favorite. Wes, what you think?
I got to go with Cincy and who?
Cincy and the Chargers.
I'm gonna go with Cincy. The Chargers seem like they're not the Chargers that I thought they were, so I'm gonna go with Cincy, man. I think they're looking good right now.
Okay, Producer James.
Yeah, I'm going Cincy as well.
Oh, man, the Bengals are always up and down a roller coaster. I'm gonna take the Chargers. Well, no. God, I'm taking the Chargers. Papa Romeo just chimed in. He's taking the Bengals. Vikings at Lions. NFC North matchup. Here we go. For James can live vicariously through them. Do the Lions get a victory with that smug, pouty look on James's face? Vikings at Lions. I think it's on me.
It's on me.
It's on James. Go, James.
I got a tie on this one, if I'm being honest.
You know what?
I got a tie.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No tie.
The Lions already have one.
No. Pick a team, man. No tie. Get out of
Pick
here
a
with
team,
that
James.
bullshit.
Pick a team. Pick
All
one.
right, I'm gonna take
Pick the Lions.
I'm gonna take the Vikings. Is that good, Wes? You like that? You like that?
Fine.
You like that?
That's a very good Kirk
Pick a
Cousins.
team, though,
Good Kirk
dog.
Cousins
You gotta
imitation.
dude, nobody wants to do a tie.
Yeah, nobody wants to do a
But if
tie,
you-
but it happens.
But if you would have made a bet on the Steelers and Lions tie, God knows how much money you probably would have made. It would have been bukus of bucks. If it ends up in a tie, though, James can call a tie whenever he wants from here on out. If it hits, which I don't think it will.
If it is.
I like the Vikings in this matchup. You know what? I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna pick the Lions in a divisional game until they win. I'm picking the Lions
Y'all keep on. Why?
because I want to. I want to see the Lions get a victory because you want to know why? I want to hear the damn press conference with Dan Campbell afterwards. I want to hear what the hell he has to say. I want to see if he's going to keep talking about gnawing off kneecaps and talking about doing all kinds of weird crap whenever he's,
You think it's possible for the Vikings to beat the Packers and then turn around and lose to the Lions?
It's the NFC North.
Yeah,
it's the NFC North.
True.
Wes, what you think?
I'm definitely going with the Lions, man. Yeah,
This
I got to go with
guy.
the Lions just because they got to get a win.
They have to get a win.
I mean, how hard for you to finish your season 0-16-1?
I did pick the Lions to have at least 3 wins on the year, and there's only 5 weeks left.
I was going to say it's bet time, but I'm not betting on the NFC North.
You don't want that juju because it's going to come back to the Packers. Papa Romeo says the Vikings pull the dub. Wes likes the Lions. I like the Lions. James like the Vikes.
I don't like them, but I'm picking them.
Facts. Giants at the Miami Dolphins. Defense for the Dolphins had a hell of a game last week, just totally disposing of Cam and PJ Walker. The pick is on, I think it's on Wes, right?
Yeah.
Wes, who do you like, Giants or Dolphins?
Jeez.
I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
That's basically like asking me, would I rather eat McDonald's or Taco Bell? Either way.
What are we eating at Taco Bell?
My stomach's going to hurt and I'm going to have diarrhea.
Bro, no, you're not. Maybe from Taco Bell.
I mean,
damn.
I got to go with the Dolphins just because I hate the Giants. I'm going Dolphins.
Producer James?
I'm going to take the Giants.
The G-Men. Nope, I'm taking the Dolphins. Papa Romeo likes the Giants. The Eagles at the Jets. Jets. Producer James, who do you like?
I'm going to take the Jets.
I'm going to take the Jets too. Wes?
You know who I'm taking.
Who you taking, Wes?
Fuck the Eagles.
Oh, my God.
Jets.
Damn.
I like the Jets too.
Shout out to my boy Luke.
Is he a Jets fan?
Yeah.
Is he from New York?
Only Jets. No, let's vote from Round Rock.
How do you folks always have teams outside of the teams from Texas? I could get it. You don't have to be a Cowboys fan.
You would understand. Luke is a little bit off. He's a little bit off.
I guess Papa Romeo likes the Eagles in this matchup. Justin Hurts just let me down last week. Washington at the Las Vegas Raiders. This is a 3:00 kick. Vegas Raiders 2.5-point favorites. It's on me. I like the way Washington played last night. I'm taking Washington over the Raiders. Wes?
Man, you know good and well who I'm taking.
Wes just threw up.
A little bit.
I mean, as bad as that the Raiders beating the Cowboys hurt. But I can't never.
No. The Cowboys beat the Cowboys because McCarthy took points off the board, and Zerdline can't kick.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just saying I can't ever pick the Redskins.
So it had nothing to do with number 30, right?
Yeah, and I said Redskins.
Bro, there was 25 penalties on both teams. Penalties ain't the reason. Penalties ain't the cause.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Raiders.
They both got beat like they stole something by the officials.
I'm taking the Raiders as well. And I actually think this is going to be a very good game.
Papa Romeo likes the Raiders too. I like Washington. Let's keep it moving. Jaguars at Rams. Hopefully there's some redemption for Matt Stafford, but it should be to their benefit. Jaguars at Rams. Producer James.
Before we do this pick, we got a comment. It said, like you said, Wes is an Arkansas fan, but from Texas. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't understand it. How these folks from Texas pick teams outside the region.
Well, real quick, I'm an Arkansas fan because I wanted to be Todd Day playing basketball. UT basketball growing up was
bro. You
shit.
about to
It was all about women's basketball. Even though my boy Joey Wright, shout out to my boy Joey Wright, who helped me play junior college basketball. I just wasn't a big fan of UT basketball, and also I can't wear burnt orange.
Yeah, you don't look like a burnt orange guy.
I can't wear burnt orange. I'm too big to wear burnt orange.
Dude, you're 6'6". We know you're too big. You've told us plenty. We know you're tall. We got it. All right. Rams at Jaguars. Wes, who do you like?
Ooh, come on, Rams. I mean, I just have no faith in the Jaguars.
James, what did you pick?
Rams.
I like the Rams too. Papa Romeo, shout out, said the Rams as well. Pull the victory. Ooh, big AFC North matchup right here. Ravens at Steelers. The Steelers are very depleted right now. May have a losing season because of a tie. Ravens at Steelers. We'll start with me on this one. I'm going to take the Ravens all day. Wes?
Ravens.
James?
Picking the Ravens.
The Ravens. Nobody's taking the Steelers at home. I'm waiting for Papa Romeo to drop the message.
Sorry, Chubby.
How did
I know it is
I
kind
know
of suck,
Chubby's
right?
gonna be a little bit butthurt about it. That's your homeboy, Paul. But
Hey, I listen. The Steelers have had dominance for years. Papa Romeo likes the Ravens as well. It's just like, it's like when your quarterback ages out and you don't have a viable replacement. Then you're just. I mean, it's what's going to happen to the Packers when Aaron Rodgers eventually retires in 5 years. Jordan Love will be gone somewhere else. They just better hope they find someone else in the meantime. That's what I hope happens. It should happen for Aaron's sake.
Really? You hope?
Yeah, for Aaron's sake, not for yours. 49ers at Seahawks. Wes, this one's on you. 49ers at Seahawks. Who do you like?
I'll definitely go with the 49ers.
Really?
Seahawks got some problems. I mean,
They do have
lost to the Redskins. I gotta go with the 49ers here.
Producer James.
49ers.
49ers.
Jimmy G. Best dressed man in the league.
Yeah, because he dates adult actresses.
Jimmy G's, I like his pick in porno stars, dude. Jimmy G.
All right, moving on. Seahawks is my team that I'm picking up right here. Papa Roma likes Seahawks as well. Broncos at Chiefs, primetime matchup. Kansas City 10-point favorite over the Broncos at home.
Hey, Wes, save that for our off the rails segment.
Yeah, no shit. All right, Wes went first last time. Producer James, who do you like?
Who's the matchup?
Broncos at Chiefs. If y'all would stop side talking, y'all know, damn it.
Hey, he said.
I heard it.
He said porn stars got my attention.
Hey, you got distracted. You like a cat with a little feather. You just, where did it go?
I like the Chiefs.
I like the Chiefs. Papa Romeo likes the Chiefs. Wes, who do you like?
Oh, yeah, I got to go with Chiefs.
Monday night, the New England Patriots travel to Buffalo, New York to take on the Buffalo Bills. Big game. Buffalo favored by 2.5 points. It's on me. I'm rolling with mac and cheese. I like Bill Belichick. I know Josh Allen has weapons. Patriots defense is hitting their stride. I'm taking the Patriots all day long. This will be the first game of 2 within the month of December for these two teams as they match up. Wes, who do you like?
What was the game? Sorry. It was
Nope, you got to figure it out. You got to guess.
Oh.
Patriots at Bills.
He's over there on the hub.
Oh no, man! You definitely got to go with.
Tube.
I got to go with the hoodie, man. I knew that.
You're
I knew
picking.
that coming in. I just want you to say it again.
You're picking
go with the hoodie.
You're picking the Evil Empire, right?
Because I think the hoodie's hot. The Buffalo Bills are kind of actually the Buffalo Bills are kind of like the Cowboys of the AFC.
We always got to represent the Evil Empire.
So I feel like they're kind of on the slide. I think Bill's got the Patriots looking good. So
Bill definitely has the juice right now. Producer James, who do you like?
I got the Patriots. The Patriots, man. They're rolling 6 straight. Why not make it 7?
Very good, very good. You're doing a little homework. I like it. Papa Romeo likes the Patriots as well. What?
I have a Patriots fan at work. Shout out to Jacob. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you get a little.
Yeah.
What up, Jacob?
Yes, sir.
All right,
hey,
now.
Jacob. Tomorrow at work, man, slap James in the back of the head for me, please.
This guy. Jacob's like 120 pounds, and he also has a fractured finger, so he ain't slapping nobody right now.
You gotta call Jacob out like that, dog.
And you haven't been doing it for any of your friends, right? You haven't been calling out nobody.
You have to call him out like that, dog. You can't just leave it alone and just be like, Okay, Jacob.
We got.
I guarantee you, Jacob probably wasn't going to touch you, but you could have just left it alone. But you just got to call him out like, oh.
I could have.
Look at little Jacob.
It's not like Wes doesn't talk about people's height. His friend had to like literally list his height in the comments so he could, represent.
Oh, I got to call out my friends. That's my duty.
You duty?
I had a duty earlier.
Okay.
Luckily, I'm in this mansion, so I got the I got those expensive Japanese toilets, so it cleans up my duty.
Next segment.
Gross.
Next segment.
That's for Dark Side. Anyways, moving on. Thursday night, the Dallas Cowboys look for redemption as they take on the New Orleans Saints in a matchup of, in my opinion, seasonal sustainability. If they want to go to the playoffs, if they want to, oh my God, here it comes. If they want to be successful, this is a make or break game for the Dallas Cowboys. Thursday night. James, we'll let you go first when we get to this aberration. I can't even say the word right. This ghost over here. James, who do you like?
I'll go first.
Don't switch it to him yet.
I got, I got the Cowboys.
Why?
Dude, the Saints. Come on, bro.
You're telling me they're the 1980s Aints?
I got the Cowboys, man. And dude, I will say though, if they drop this game,
it's season's over.
Panic mode.
Season's over. No, season's over. Panic mode was last week.
Yeah, we're in panic mode.
Panic mode was last week.
I wouldn't say. It's over just because they're still gonna make the playoffs and all that, so there's still time to get it right.
The Washington football team is hitting their stride in December, and Dallas is falling off in December. That is the biggest issue with this team right now. I like Dallas.
Fuck was that?
But I am highly concerned for the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones says Zeke's going to get a heavy workload. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm highly concerned with this team right now. Papa Romeo likes the Cowboys because McCarthy's at home with was it Omicron or Omnicron? How is this thing called? Omicron?
Moronic.
I know it is kind of moronic. Omicron. And the ghost of Cowboys past has reared his ugly head once again to come in and give his diatribe of what is overreaction for this team. Spirit, what is your concern?
Listen here. These Dallas Cowboys got to wake up.
I think Hulk Hogan got into
You're
them.
blowing a chance right now. You got a good team, so y'all got to get it together. You gotta come to the football guys, and you gotta be like, hey, let's go get it. And these dudes, I don't know if they're feeling it. I don't know if they understand what this gonna slip by the wayside right here.
Is this
Cowboys gotta wake up?
Spirit? Is this a must-win game for the Cowboys?
It's a must-win game for them here on out in the regular season. They got to win out.
Week in and week out.
If the Cowboys consider themselves a Super Bowl contender, they got to win out.
They were before November.
Put it on everybody.
I just figured out who this was. This is the spirit of Cowboys championships past.
That's who this is.
Yeah, I just figured it out.
The ghost of Dallas Cowboy past.
Yeah.
Well,
here's how you summon them. You dust off your VHS player, your VCR. You pop in the VHS.
Bro, you're gonna have all these people in your DMs. Remember, your handle's up there.
Oh, I know. Follow me on Twitter.
What'd you say?
Give it up, little man. Keep talking that noise. But anyway,
Oh no! Don't pick me up. Please don't pick me up.
He's not gonna pick you up. He's gonna come take you away.
We're not talking about picking you up anymore because after what happened last night, you disgusted me. You're a disgusting little man. You're a dirty little disgusting little man.
Disgusting little man.
Why did your voice change?
Because you're disgusting. But anyway, we gotta get these Cowboys game. We gotta get ready to go.
Hey, did you sabotage?
Come out and play.
Did you sabotage?
They gotta finish it.
Did you sabotage the head coach McCarthy with the Omicron?
I think I did.
I think you
Because
did.
you know what? With McCarthy out, we can't have any bonehead time management plays and all this kind of stuff. So hopefully the Cowboys play better, and they we go out and we just put it on the Saints. They gotta just put it on the Saints.
Well, hopefully they become the 1980s Aints before that. I'll let you transition, and hopefully maybe Wes can come back in a little bit. The ghost of Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl past. What's up, James?
Yeah, I mean, finally we got some intelligence in the chat. It says Carla Johnson. They all live in the past.
Oh, shout out Carla Johnson. Okay, James found an ally. All right.
Oh, man, Carla Johnson, she's a Bears fan.
Oh, yeah, James.
The Bears live in the past.
Carla, James said F the Bears earlier. I don't know if you want to be an ally with them.
All right, I was just deceived. Power of the internet. I was just deceived.
You were deceived by what?
Fuck the Bears.
Oh, my goodness.
Fuck the Bears.
Listen, Conor McGregor is not here, and we don't need anybody acting like they're from Ireland. We don't want to misappropriate their culture, maybe.
And this guy's still here.
Hey, we need Wes back. Can Wes come back? I think the Ghost of Christmas Championship passes had enough airtime.
Hey, your grays are showing.
Hey, James.
What's up?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Why do you have gray hair? I don't understand. Oh, I mean, I have gray hair too. You can see a little bit more. Right here, but, you know what you gotta do. But I don't live in the What does that say? In 85?
She said, but I don't live in 85.
That's fair. That's true. 85 Bears were a very good team. It should have been 86 too.
Yeah. But you know what? I hear people talk about the 85 Bears as being one of the greatest teams ever, but why didn't they win multiple championships?
That's probably a topic for another day. But yeah, they had a really good squad. I do like that team, and you know, Mike Ditka did get drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. I just want to put that out there. Just saying, just put it out there in the ethos for those who know. For those who know, I'm sure they do. 26 minutes after 9 o'clock, we'll get into a quick break. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Mingo, Lucky, Carla. Who else was in there? James.
We got Lucky. We got
Frizzell. Don't leave us.
Appreciate y'all in there. Thank y'all very much for watching.
Hey, we got our best segment coming up.
The Off the Rails will be joining soon. If y'all don't like adult content, my advice would be to leave now because it's going to get off the rails soon enough.
Off the rails is it's good time.
We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. We have a guest calling into the show, the man, the myth, the legend. You'll never get to see his face. You'll only get to hear his voice. Papa Romeo is in the building. How are you, sir?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hello.
We're doing well. Papa Romeo, huge Dallas Cowboy fan from way back, calling in tonight to give his just a little bit of insights on the Cowboys, maybe a little history, maybe a little support, because one guy in here definitely needs it. It's sometimes you got to do that, but if you're smart, we kind of convert that to digital. Papa Romeo, what would you like to contribute tonight?
Well, I just wanted to call in and give a little backup to my new friend there, Wes, because last night I heard the show and y'all were just dogging him on the Cowboys, and he's right. I mean, Wes is right. He hadn't been watching him as long as I have. I mean, I go back to, the late Craig Morton days, and then of course the Roger Staubach and the Troy Aikman triplets. But the Cowboys of today, I don't know what to think anymore. I don't really care for McCarthy. Danny Prescott, and I know it's Dak. I know it's Dak Prescott, but I call him Danny Prescott because he reminds me of Danny White.
Oh God!
But hopefully I didn't make too many people mad on that one. But with the play calling, the time management, McCarthy just looks lost out there. I think the game has passed him by, and they could have done it a lot better, I think, on a hire. But like we've talked about before, Jerry's going to go with wherever he wants to go because he's actually running the show. So, but anyway, Wes, I just want to tell you, you're right. I got your back on this, man. If you need me to call in again or something like that, feel free to holler at me, man.
Wes is giving you a round of applause. Wes, go ahead.
I love you, Senior. Is it Papa Romeo or I guess the Senior because you're Junior, right? So thank you, Senior, for your words of
Wes, do you have anything to offer as far as a question, or Papa Romeo? Do you have a question for Wes?
Yeah, Wes, you said I think last night you said you were from Henderson, Texas, out in East Texas.
So I'm not I was actually born and raised in Austin. My parents are both actually, they were born and raised in Henderson, Texas. They actually are both buried there. RIP.
Oh, okay.
I went by their grave sites. But, I just have a lot of background in Henderson because that's where I spend my summers.
Okay.
My family, basically, really on my father's side, they have a huge background there. We had a little store right there in the projects. Washington and Son grocery store. It's gone now, but it was a big deal back in the day, man, because we used to keep the projects happy.
So hold on real quick, Papa Romeo. Did you have a question for Wes?
No, I know he wanted to get to the basketball stuff, and apparently Wes has a soft spot for the basketball. So hopefully y'all will get to that. I did want to say something to James. Can I tell him something,
he's listening?
Oh, yeah. Please light up James. Please light him up.
James, I appreciate your passion for the Green Bay Packers, man. I understand you.
Wait for it.
No, it's nothing bad, but they're never going to be the Cowboys. They're not. They're gonna want to be the Cowboys, but the Packers are I guess a community-owned team. They're not like the other franchises, and so they're like a blue-collar team. Whereas Dallas is this sexy, glamorous, kind of Hollywood-type team, and that's going to be the basic difference. I mean, I think you're right in writing out the Packers right now while they still got that quarterback because he can make some of those plays, and y'all got a chance to win. So good luck to y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Easy. Our Papa Romeo, appreciate you calling in tonight. We'll get with you another time. Feel free to call in when you are comfortable to do so.
Yeah, and I'm proud of all three of you guys. Y'all are doing a fantastic job. Just lay off the F-bombs every now and then.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Sorry, it's James. He brings it out of me, and I'll try to.
Yeah, y'all are doing great, and all of a sudden, F-bomb. I'm like, okay.
There's your criticism. I appreciate
sorry.
it. It's constructive.
We blame it all on James.
It's well received. We appreciate it, Papa Romeo. Thank you.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, you damn
You hear that,
heathens.
James? No more F-bombs.
Damn heathens.
Clean it up.
Man, fuck this show.
There's the door.
I'm just kidding.
There's the door.
Hey, I'm just kidding.
So I guess that's one way to start off the rails. It's just to start. You're fired, and you're fired, and all the. Well, then I'll have anybody work
Bro,
with me.
it was I'm telling you, it's always James.
I know.
Can I start off the rails?
Well, what do you got? What do you got?
All right. So Sunday night, Spider-Man tickets went on sale.
Really?
Yes. Spider-Man No Way Home.
So which Spider-Man? Which one is this?
This is Spider-Man No Way Home. It's the upcoming one. It
Give
comes
him a
out
little background because I don't think Wes knows.
December 16th. MCU? Marvel?
Bro.
You're not a fan of Marvel?
I watch Marvel. I watch the
He was born in '76, bro.
I mean, is it basically? Is it so? This is like a sequel of the last one they did.
This is the third. This is the third film in the trilogy to the Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
The last one was called
No Way Home.
No, that's this one.
Oh, this
No
one.
Way Home.
But they had something to do with home.
Yeah.
Like no home.
Each one of them has to do with home.
Far From Home was
far,
the last
far
one.
from home. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it took place overseas.
Okay, right.
So yeah, this one it's just like it's
Tell
been,
him what happens.
It's been built up.
Tell him the
No,
villains.
I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
Far From Home.
Yeah. So Spider-Man's identity has been revealed at the end of No Way Home or
Far From Home.
What are we doing here? Far From Home.
Well, you started it.
And yeah, so we pick up right where it left off. He goes to Doctor Strange to he's like, hey, I don't want everybody knowing my identity. Can you like draw a spell that's gonna like, make it back to that?
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, I can do that. Starts conjuring up a spell. Parker starts messing with it apparently. And
I wonder how he's gonna do that.
Yeah, this explosion happens and basically creates a multiverse, which Marvel's been like leading up to with Loki on Disney Plus. There's a multiverse. There's everything is off limits.
So there's just no holds bar.
Yeah, no holds barred. It's gonna be good. We got
I need to catch up on my shit like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Venom?
yeah. I saw Venom. I haven't
seen any of them.
I saw both Venom, the Venom and yeah. So did you watch the Venom and Carnage?
Woody Harrelson plays who?
Carnage. Did you watch that one?
Carnage. So Carnage is what is Carnage? Can you explain to me what Carnage is?
He's like the opposite to Venom. He's a symbiote as well.
But are they aliens?
Yeah,
they're aliens.
Yeah, pretty much. He's
Okay.
a symbiote. He can like. It looks like a piece of oil, but it'll attach itself. It's.
But how does it get to Earth?
They sent some people to space and to explore some stuff. It came back.
Dark side of the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But that movie was all right. But if you watch the after credits scene to that one,
yeah,
they allude to the upcoming Spider-Man film.
This was just coming out.
Yeah.
Tickets just
so
went
it impacts
but that's what all
everything.
these movies do, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're always setting up for the next
I saw a meme
one.
the other day, and it was like, if you take a girl out on a date and she gets up before the credits are done, and
She's
one
not
of
a
these
keeper?
films, like the Marvel films, you're like, oh no, she's done.
Yep.
Bitch, sit your ass down.
But what
We
if
gotta
she?
see what's
But what
going
if she doesn't know?
next.
But what if she doesn't know that there's ending?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So basically, you're
Unless-
saying you need to date a
unless she
girl
does-
who
unless
has the
she
same
does-
interests as you.
Unless she just gave me a handy. I mean, like.
Oh God, now we are going off the rails.
We go watch Marvel movies, and my kids know, like, whenever the credits roll, they sit there still.
Yeah, but how did they know the very first time you told them?
Probably so. Yeah.
you probably told them.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it works.
What are you saying if it's her very, very first time?
Yeah, if it's like her very, very first time.
Yeah. So I understand, like, if it's
it depends on how hot she is.
That's what I was gonna bring up next. I know that sounds shallow, but I don't give a shit. That's what I was gonna bring up. Like, how attractive is she? Like,
well,
I mean,
Does she
unless
pay her own
comes in-
rent? Like
she come in looking like Paul with the wig on. I'm like, hey.
yeah, well, better than that spirit you had with gray hairs.
with the beard and all that.
Jeez, bro.
But she comes in with like a West blonde wig on.
Here's-
I'll be like, hey.
Here's my deal. Like, if you're like, hey, like the credits are rolling, and she tries to get up, and you're like, hey, no, there's after credits, and if she's like, oh, okay, cool, or if she's all like,
I'm ready
to go.
What is her response?
yeah, I'm ready to go.
I gotta go pee.
It's like, go. Bye.
I respect that. Yeah, like if she's open to staying for the credits,
Yeah.
then yeah, you'd be like, yeah, cool.
So-
she's like, whatever, I gotta go pee. And you're like, all right, well, you can go pee, but I hope you got an Uber ride home, bitch.
So oh damn. So So the Spider-Man tickets went on sale on November 29th.
How much do they cost?
At 12:01, which it was Eastern, so at our time it was 11 o'clock. So I get online and nothing's loading up, and so I go to Twitter. Of course, number one trending is Spider-Man
No Way Home.
No Way Home. And yeah, I find out that all those sites have crashed
Because of the bots.
it's like so in demand, and I was like, fuck. So I spent the next like hour or so trying to like
refresh.
yeah, and then the next day, like, you know, I was like, do we want to go to Austin? Do we want to go? I want to just keep it local, you know. So I was like, you know what? And then I go to our local theater here in town and look up tickets over there. They have nothing on their website. So I'm like, I'm just going to call them tomorrow whenever they open up. So I called them, and the ladies, I was like, do y'all have Spider-Man tickets? And she's like, yeah, it's on our website. And I was like, all right, cool. So I go to the website, get the tickets, no problem. So we're going December 16th, 7 o'clock.
Which is in 2 weeks.
Santa Cruz family going to be at you.
Yeah.
How much money? How much
I
money?
used to love those little
$58
preview things or whatever. I used to go.
No, that was my question.
I used to go to the Alamo Draft House for those. I had a buddy who was
Bougie?
comic book nerd.
Bougie?
I think he was one of the he worked for one of the comic book stores in Austin. I forget which one. And they would rent out the first night or whatever what comic book came out, and I felt like such an outsider because they would sit there and they would go through these questions
Like what?
of what planet was or how do you become a true Green Lantern?
I don't know. You're right. You're what's that dude's name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I don't know.
Yeah. How do you don't know, do you? Because it was like because you had to become a true Green Lantern, you have to be something. And then like, you know, just like
Boring.
what planet was somebody's parents born on or something like that. It was crazy. I was like, whoa. I was drawn back.
So like the way we talk about football, they were talking about like
yeah.
comic books.
I was and also like we're sitting there, and, you know, like so back then, I think it's different now, but so like back then they could only release the movie until midnight, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they would have these deals, and like you would go in there, and basically you get in there by probably about like 10 p.m. Going into midnight, and like these dudes, they were drinking, and I was sitting there, I'm going in there, and like me and my buddy, who was he works in the kitchen, and we're with his brother-in-law who's got the tickets, and he's the comic book nerd.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and we're throwing back buckets of like whatever the cheapest beer is at the Alamo Draft House, and you got these comic book people, and then
now you want to get PC. Now you want to get PC.
This guy.
you know, they're like on their third beer. We're like, we're getting buckets, you know, like. So by the time we leave this place, you know, and by the time you're sitting there and you go through a movie, like we had to go pee because we're sitting in that seat for so long, but we're slamming beers, and it's a total different event when you're a comic book. I'm not gonna say nerd. I'm gonna say person.
Why did you stop using the word nerd?
right.
I mean, that's what I say.
So here, I got a
Fuck, I'm
question for you. I got a question for both of y'all. What movie do you remember standing in line for to buy tickets to go watch? Not go buy tickets and then go home. Stand in line to go watch tickets for that showtime. I remember mine. What do you remember yours?
Go buy tickets to watch the movie?
Yeah, you're gonna go buy tickets and stand in line, and then as soon as you buy the ticket, you're walking in the theater.
Well, the last one was Avengers Endgame.
That was the last one for you? Wes, do you remember yours ever? What about a sporting event you waited in line for?
Sporting event.
Dallas Cowboy home games.
It was
Ezekiel Elliott meet and greet.
no. It was actually.
It was Tony Dorsett meet and greet. That's what it was.
At Anytime Fitness.
You know what? Go to the next question. I'm done with that. Apparently I'm just getting kicked off.
So mine was
Keep it up.
Mine was 1999.
Titanic.
The Matrix.
Oh.
The Matrix at the Starplex that's now in San Marcos, the Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember where Hastings used to be?
That wasn't Starplex.
That was Starplex.
No, it wasn't Starplex.
What was
it was
Can I say one thing? Is it crazy how little country towns will throw up a Dollar General and a Family Dollar anywhere?
You know what's crazy
Like,
you keep moving off your mark.
And you just see a Family Dollar.
$1.25. It's no longer Dollar Tree. $1.25 tree.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a Dollar Tree anymore?
No.
Hey, times are rough, motherfucker.
Hey, so Lucky said, Wes and I were the Wonder Twins. I was always form of a taco. I'll let Wes tell you what he was a form of.
And he goes on to say more stuff. What did he say?
Who?
Lucky.
He was a
Chano. He said, Wes and I were the Wonder Twins. I was always form of a taco. I'll let Wes tell you what he was a form of.
Is he talking about poo?
I mean, I think if this is Chano, then I was probably a form of a 40, like a OE 40.
Oh, okay.
I think if that's Luciano, he's a big UT fan, big Cowboy fan. We talk a lot of Cowboy stuff, but we don't agree on the Longhorns. But I love me some Luciano, man. That's a great dude.
Word.
A great dude.
I can't believe they paid the Dollar Tree $1.25 tree.
Yep.
Did they change the logo?
No.
Like it put DOLLAR 0.25.
So my mom visited with my mom this past weekend, and she told me, because she frequents Dollar Tree, and she was all like, yeah, everything's at $1.25 now. I was like, you fucking serious? Next day on Facebook, I see a meme, and it's, you know how they have the guy slapping the what is it, the Flex shit? There's like a
Flex Seal?
Yeah, there's like a tank of water. It's like a meme.
Yeah, Flex Seal.
Yeah. So it said like Dollar Tree, and then it has Joe Biden on that guy, and it says 25, and he's like slapping it on the Dollar Tree.
So here's my thing. I just thought about this. I was like, I put myself as a kid, and when like your parent or your grandparent gives you $1, right? When you visit or they come visit you, they'll kind of slip you $1 in your hand when nobody's looking. Think about if you're that kid and it's 2021 and you're going to Dollar Tree and you're going to go get yourself a toy. In my case, it'd be some kind of candy or just something for $1, right? And you think, okay, I got $1. Mom will cover the tax. You go up to the counter and they're like, it's $1.30 or $1.32, whatever the tax is, right? $1.25 plus the tax. Bro, how heartbroken would that kid be? I just think that's nuts. It's just crazy.
Me personally, I had to learn about tax at an early age because my mom always threw that in there. So she'd be like, "Oh, hey, I'll be like, oh, hey, I got this much money to get this." She's like, "Well, what about that tax?"
Dang.
My mom would always throw that in there. So
really?
If you ain't got tax money, you can't get it.
So, like, if something was like $9.99 and you had a $10 bill, you were screwed.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, you ain't got the tax money?
Better go find a dime.
But I think it was something like with my mom trying to just,
How did you calculate tax back then? Like, how did you calculate the tax?
So basically, I calculate taxes. Basically, it's 8 cents for each dollar.
Okay, that's Pretty close.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's close or whatever, but that's like
It's pretty close.
how round it out.
0.08%.
It's not 0.08. It's what you do is you take the price of the item and you multiply it by 1.0825.
Oh,
because it's 8.25%.
Yeah.
So
like
to get
7 or 8
exactly what the register is going to say, take the cost of the item and the multiple, because the one is to include the cost and then the tax at the back end. Dude, you know how long it took me to figure it out? Because I would do $9.99 times 0.0825, and I'm like, but that's not what the cost is. And I would always have the wrong change. Like, you want to go up there with exact change, right? And I'd be like, why didn't I get it right? And then I asked my math teacher, and they were like, you got to multiply the price of the item times 1.0825.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. Dude, I wasn't good at math.
Dude,
Just facts.
Just, something that I've analyzed, running a register at my job. It's always the old folk. They pull up and they got their little coin bag.
Bro, that's me.
Dude.
If I'm sliding through Whataburger, I'm coming because I'm getting a big boy order, right? And it's always like 10.27, or I shouldn't say big boy because you eat the same kind of meal I would eat. And so it's like I'm gonna have exact change because I ain't trying to break my 20 and you give me, $6.97 back. I ain't trying to do that. I say, here's my $10 bill, here's my quarter and 2 pennies. Exact change. Apparently there's a coin shortage. Y'all heard about that? It's been going on for 2 years. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true or not.
I've heard nothing about that.
Y'all are special. Oh, y'all are special. I
just
didn't
saying.
give y'all hugs, man. I mean, one day, dude, we're going to do a show where we're going to be all together because I miss you guys.
You never even did a show
y'all.
with us together.
Like, we're 3 guys that do a podcast that have, I guess y'all have actually been physically met each other, but like we haven't 3 all been together, and we do a podcast together, and we haven't physically all met.
Wes, Wes and I have
I've physically never met any of you.
Yeah, I've never physically met Wes. Like not in the flesh, like Thunder Lips in the flesh, baby.
But the legend of Wes is pretty. It's pretty.
I heard if you do go in the restroom, turn the lights off, call the Hogs 5 times, Wes will appear behind you.
Are you sure that's not Coach Pittman?
You know it, baby. If you go into the restroom and you call the Hogs 3 times with the lights off, Wes will appear.
Hopefully it ain't while I'm pissing.
And then he picks you up.
No.
Hey, you look like you can use a hand.
Because
We are off the rails.
James, I'm not going to pick you up the way you think I am. Dude. It's
Okay.
like
But you said you were going to.
And it's like maybe like 2 or 3 inches up. So whatever you think's going to be in my face, it's not. I'm not like.
It's not gonna be like a toddler,
dude,
like just.
No, I'm not gonna like. Come on.
You're gonna hear the theme music to Lion King start playing.
From my side off last night, apparently James thinks I'm just gonna pick him up like the Lion King and just be like.
He's gonna be like, ooh, show me what you're working with.
That's it. Oh, we're calling it.
James is always calling us. That's how we usually finish our conversations. Even once we're off the air, we have little conversations off the air, and then James says something, and everybody's like,
"That's it. We're done."
Oh, it's so surprising because you feel like it'd be me saying something that's,
Hey, that's the good thing.
It's always James.
That's the good thing about.
He plays that little innocent dude when y'all are around. He's the bad guy.
That's the good thing about December 20th at the Lounge Sports Bar. I'll be doing my comedy bit, and can't nobody be like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna have that motherfucking mic.
If it was me, I'd clip. We're pulling the mic.
Carla Johnson, she said,
y'all gotta come see this dude because, listen, I know my brother wants to see him because he's always every time we finish a show, my brother's always like, man, James is lit tonight.
I guarantee you I don't live my life like this. Carla Johnson, she said, lies. I tried that. I'm guessing the Candyman Wes. She said she tried it and Michael Irvin appeared with a cocaine stash.
Where's Nate Newton and Russell Maryland at? Someone tell me.
She thought it was Michael Irvin, but it was Wes with a fade.
Shit, she wishes, Carla, you wish I'd come over there. Because, Carla, you're a beautiful lady, and I'd come over there and I'll give you a great big hug. I love to hug the beautiful
easy.
Carla's beautiful.
2 to 3 inches off the ground.
I would definitely be a fan of Carla. She's a beautiful lady.
Word up. Hey, shout out to all the people in the comments tonight. We appreciate your comments. If y'all come back and leave more comments, we'll give away $100 gift card. We'll figure out how to give it to y'all at the same time. What's up?
What I was thinking was
Paul, but we got to do this though, man. We keep talking about. We
want to see more people in the comments and being active the way Lucky is, the way Carla is.
Let's set a date.
Mingo, don't forget Mingo.
When we go off air or whatever, let's set a date and when we're gonna do it.
You pick the date.
What I was thinking, what we should do is do. You know how we do our pick'ems, and then so we ask the people watching at home, do your pick, closest one, $100 or $50, whatever.
Okay.
Pick a date, and we're gonna do it soon. I'm gonna pick December 30th because it's my mom's birthday, and that's just a date to deal with things.
Tell me the date again.
December 30th.
December 30th or 3rd?
December 30th.
30th. Okay.
You make it fun.
No.
I saw what you're doing.
Wes, in all honesty, the audio did cut out a little bit.
December 30th.
30th. God.
30th.
See what happens when I pick on him too much? He thinks I'm not telling him the truth.
Hey, Carla said, you need my address. And then she said the big letdown.
Hey, man, we ain't trying to get no hookups going on right now. I'm sure y'all probably do have your address, Lou. Do you need the address, Wes?
Carla, you know I'm at.
Yeah, you're in the narco mansion back there with that big old chandelier.
I gotta get out of this mansion, dude. It's too much.
See, you keep hyping up yourself with this mansion, and people gonna show up, and it's gonna be a shack.
Man, these women don't want this headache. It's a very dark headache.
Says the guy who's like, yeah, I'm lonely. I'm alone sometimes.
I am. You know what it is? I complain about being lonely, but then again, I don't want nobody around.
Luciano said 30th.
God damn it.
It's like Luciano, dude.
It's like that. It's like that Mike
Chano,
Tyson.
Dude, that's my boy.
Y'all seen that Mike Tyson winter or ugly sweater where it's like, oh God, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, speaking of Mike,
my favorite Mike Tyson was. It was like it was talking about some chick. I don't know who it was. It was this a chick. She was like the track. She was a track star.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so they were like, "Hey, Mike, how do you feel about whoever this track star is?" And they show Mike and they show Bisquick.
Holy shit!
And they show Mike Tyson and a box of Bisquick. That's it.
That's horrible.
Look at you here, right? The Bisquick.
Bisquick.
This bitch quick.
This bitch quick.
This bitch quick. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, like you saying, you hearing, and you saying, and you keep saying, and I just keep saying it like I'm horrible. But hey, James, say it. Say it, James.
Go ahead, Wes.
No, James. I want James to say it. James, say it.
Say what?
That's Wes's theme music right now.
Say this. Say when you look at a box of Bisquick,
That,
What you
that
say?
big
What
quick.
is that?
Hey,
What is
y'all
that?
want to do this show the whole time and getting each other comment, but nobody gives a fuck about my fucking ass.
You're delirious. And it's delirious, not delirious.
I thought you would love the box of this bitch queen.
God damn.
This show has been really fun, and I appreciate y'all both being here. But y'all are some of the funniest assholes I've ever met. So thank y'all for being here. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Hopefully the Cowboys win Thursday. God, I hope they win. Because if not, I don't know. It's season's over.
What? Hey,
Is that like is that a new dance or what's going on over there?
I don't know. I picked them. What are you talking about? I picked the
I don't know.
Cowboys.
That's why I asked if you're doing a dance. What are you doing?
I picked the Cowboys.
Hey, James, did I tell you that you look like one of them island boys that like cut their hair off?
Come on, bro.
Maybe that's our next segment.
Hey, you literally have hair like that, bro.
Be the island, just an island boy.
You literally have hair like that. I don't.
What is that? What's the Island Boys?
You never seen that?
You see those
Nah.
idiots? I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like, I mean,
Is it like they're like mumble rappers or something?
You know, there's some weirdos from some weird country.
Yeah.
But
they're not American.
Every time I see them, it's like, man, they don't have parents. And
Yeah.
I feel like they're orphans.
They have
and I
hair
feel
like
bad
Wes,
for 'em.
but
And
it's blonde.
And you know what? I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pray for them. Like I pray for everybody, but I'm gonna pray for them.
You didn't been cussing it the whole 2 hours, and now you want to pray for somebody.
I pray for hey. That's what I got to do. I got to pray for me.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, you pray for Mike
I know
McCarthy and that
what I
COVID.
do, and
Hey.
I got to pray for.
You pray for McCarthy and the Omicron with all this nonsense going on, and let's pray that Dollar Tree goes back to Dollar Tree and not $1.25 Tree. Until next week, producer James, tomorrow, what's going on, Dark Side?
Go Pack, go.
Cut the show. Cut the show.
Dark Side. I want to get on there.
We got tomorrow. We got Rob Ortiz making his return to the show. He's got some stuff he wants to talk about. I'm looking forward to it.
Like what?
I don't know. He's
events?
He's got some positions here in town with the local government going on. So we're gonna. I think he has an announcement or something to make. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Can I get 3 minutes?
Man, best I can do is 2.
All right. Can I get 2 minutes?
I don't know, man. Let me check the schedule.
Whoa. How about that? You know what? Can I get 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
30 seconds. You bring me on Dark Side of the mic. I'm just going to talk for 30 seconds. I'm just going to give me a question, and I'm going to get 30 seconds.
Beginning of the show? You want to go?
No, I was just saying, every Dark Side of the mic, that's what we should do now.
Oh, okay. You want a segment?
Dark Side of the mic, you give me a question, and you give me, 30 to 60 seconds.
So you want a segment? You want a segment? You want a segment on every show?
I'm just saying, yeah, why not?
Payday. You want payday?
I don't want no money. I didn't ask for no money.
Hey, airtime is money. Airtime is money.
Oh, my bad. Then fine, don't.
Fine, then don't.
I just thought that'd be cool.
I got you, man.
I just thought that'd be cool. I didn't know.
Hey, but 7 o'clock.
just saying.
7 o'clock, buddy.
Oh, you gonna be in the CPT time.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. You follow the same time.
What are you talking about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
Exactly. He knows.
What do you mean?
It's not always me that makes us late. It's not always me. Anyway, what I was saying is, just dude.
God.
Give me a question.
Carla said.
30
said 2 minutes. She said Wes only needs 30 seconds.
Oh wow.
That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all watching. We're done.
What the fuck just happened?
Head on over to Spotify, search Paul Rodriguez Show. You'll see the little logo pop up. give us a follow, turn notifications on. That way you don't miss any show that is